Well. Welcome to another edition of the Chop House. This is your boy, your host, J Mac Main.
It's your girl, Steph. I'm never ready.
Jessica.
We can work on the time in 7. All right. And we coming to y'all live from studios in Hollywood, Florida. No, we're not in Florida. So, how was y'all weekend?
It was good. I was with Mexico.
You said you was in Mexico? Okay.
No.
Oh, I was like, wow, that's nice. Like, dang.
I was with family. I was with Mexico. That was good.
Yeah, Brett Smalls, it is showtime. Showtime, it is.
Yo, I think we need to Brett as a guest appearance one day, cause.
Yeah, Brett. Yo, I mean, I'm gonna reach out to you, Brett. Let me know when you're free. We can definitely, bring you on. You show love, we show love back.
I hear that.
Yeah, because it wasn't for them. We'll just be 3 friends talking, having a conversation. So yeah, we definitely love it. All right, so
he's a bartender. He can do a drink for us.
Huh?
He's a bartender. He can do a drink for us. He can do like a piece where he do a drink.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's get the fun and games beginning. So, ladies, if you see a man crying, how do you view this?
I like it. I think men should show emotion. There's nothing wrong with a man that cries.
Okay.
Now, if he crying just because
he cheated.
Oh yeah, then that don't count. Yeah, that don't count.
That don't count.
No. Cry your heart out, because I'm gonna laugh then. No. You also can't be crying because I pushed you or something by accident. Like, oh, you stepped on my foot and you crying. It's a different level to this crying thing.
Okay. You bump him too hard, he start crying.
Yeah, you like, why you bump me? No. It's different levels. Like, we're not doing 2-year-olds having temper tantrums, but it's okay for a man to cry. Not when he cheat though. That's a fact.
All right, so it's all right from the cry as long as he don't cheat.
And cry. Because those tears don't mean nothing to me.
And cry.
Yeah, that don't work.
Combo. No.
So if he's crying to stay with you, like, yo, please don't leave, you're just gonna laugh at him.
No, because you was not
all day.
when you were fucking somebody.
I guess that's a good point.
Yes, I agree. We're not doing those tears.
A family friend or someone being sick, or he just need that one good cry. Sometimes men
supporting
stuff in. They keep that stuff in. Like, men don't vent to women because women throw that shit back in their face. But if you would listen and you need that one cry, you need that cry, yo. Because you have this persona, you have to be strong. Like, don't be a pussy, don't cry. It's cool to write. We support it.
Yeah, I agree.
I got you. I made the mistake of one time, and I will never do it again.
You made the mistake of crying in front of somebody?
And I will never do it again.
Why?
Was it because you cheated?
No. It was because I cheated. Nah, I didn't cheat.
Somebody ate your food that you wanted?
Yeah, so me and my ex, we were going through it. I mean, we were together for a while. And you break up, you get back together, but when you get back, when you're young, I should say, let's go back. So when you're young, you break up, you get back together, you're like, all right, we're gonna go through things, we're gonna get back together. So it was to the point where we was like living together and all that good stuff. and we ended up, breaking up. And at this point, I'm like, I think it's official. Like it's a wrap. It's done. And at that point, she's all I've been with. We've been rocking for a couple years, and as I'm moving myself out the crib, I started crying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, damn, like it's over. It's a wrap. And she just looked at me like no emotion, just like, I was like, and so when I got back, after I got home and I processed, I'm like, yo, she didn't even try to say, look, I changed my mind. We can talk about it. Just cold. I'm like, all right, know what?
Why y'all broke up?
Because she felt like, well, we broke up. Why did we break up this time? With
what
her,
type of breakup was?
I don't know. We were young, so we would break up, get back together.
Why we break up this time?
And y'all were already living together?
Yeah, we were living together at the time.
Okay, so how long were y'all together at that point?
What was it? Maybe like 5 years, maybe.
I don't think it was like with you crying on emotion, because like at the end of the day, like no matter how young you are, whatever, you were with that person. That was the person for 5 years. This is probably someone you thought when we were young, that's who I'm gonna be with and stuff like that. But when you're in a realization that something is completely over, no matter how many times you break up, that breakup feels like this is it. Like this is it. I've had enough.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep doing that. But to show emotion, I don't think it's completely wrong for you to have emotion, because at that point, human. You're like, damn, this is it. This is something that I thought that I was gonna be with for Lord knows how long, and it's really over, and you have to change your whole world now. So I don't think it was wrong to show emotion. Don't make that be the reason why you don't ever show emotion, like, because some females like for a guy to show emotion, that you don't care, that you don't have emotion. We're like, well, if you're not gonna do it, why should I do it?
Right. And see me on the flip side, like if I'm dealing with somebody, or I just hate to see a woman cry. Like that's just that's like,
maybe she crying because she put your ass up, but she thought about that.
No, I didn't think about
so much. You pissed her off so much. She really want to box your ass, right? But she's like, I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail.
Oh, this nigga.
And she's just crying it out.
Yeah.
You ever thought about that?
Shaking my head. No. I'm a great guy. I would never do that I would never make a woman cry. All right, let's touch it.
You don't necessarily have to make her cry. You can.
No, I mean, so I'm not gonna front. I have made women cry. I have made my ex cry a couple times, not on purpose, but it happened. But yeah, just seeing a woman cry is it's like a soft spot for me. So Brett Small says men need to do their cries in private. Funeral might be the only time for public cries. Yeah, I agree.
I disagree. I want to see. Yeah, why you gotta cry in private? Then I won't know you struggling for together.
Yeah. And it don't necessarily sad cries. It could be happy cries. You could be happy that you just got a promotion.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for this promotion. You closed on a house. That's an accomplishment to you. You got them happy tears. It's not all sad tears. It's not all
crying in private. What we crying in private for? That's crazy. Let it out.
All right. So Craig Matthews said, men need to feel comfortable with crying, but most women don't give them that safe space.
It's true.
Then that's the wrong woman. She's a thug.
That's the wrong woman.
Well, that's true.
You got the wrong woman.
Yeah, because honestly, some women
she's not mature. That's crazy.
Right, because some women do look like a man crying like a sign of weakness, or he's a punk, and you know what I'm saying. Some women do
weakness.
That, right.
I think people that don't cry, I used to be more scared of people that don't cry because they got a lot of built-in anger and they will snap at any time.
Those tears turn to somebody snapping. Bad. Lashing out.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I don't know, with me, like I mean, I'll verbally let you know, like, you know what I'm saying, how I'm feeling, or if I'm frustrated, stuff like that. But yeah, as far as crying, like Brett said, if it's not a funeral or happy tears, let's say, yeah, it's a dub for me.
We're not saying
You never
cry,
crying
like,
again
have
because of one
snot,
time.
like the
Yeah,
2-year-old.
I don't want you to be like, yeah, but a tear
We're
every
not
now and
saying all
then,
that.
like,
We don't.
All right, so T Francis, I think it's okay for men to cry.
yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
okay.
CC says, "What up, ladies?"
Hey,
Hey. Yeah, I don't see
it's
anything wrong
definitely
with a
okay to
man
cry.
crying.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
but
I think it's
I guess,
healthy for a man to cry.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, like Brett says, you know, in private, because I don't know, like I guess after that, like I've never cried in front of a woman again.
You
But
didn't feel comfortable. You didn't
That's
feel
crazy.
safe. You felt like she was gonna call you a pussy. She's gonna throw you in your
Yeah.
face like, "Oh, you a bitch. You crying."
No, I feel like your reason was wrong. You're mad because it didn't stop her. You're mad because she didn't say, "Okay, don't move out. You're crying."
Don't
That's
move. Stay with
yeah.
me.
That's
Stay.
because you're
We'll work
crying.
this out.
No, that
She probably was
she
tired of
probably
your
had.
shit too.
Yeah, she probably had cried a lot of tears in that relationship herself. So she was done crying. She was like fed up. R. Kelly,
Yeah.
it's over. Ain't nothing you can do about it. That
It was
tear,
in that
save
moment
it.
she probably felt like I gotta keep
Yeah,
my composure
it's too
because I'm
late.
done crying.
True. Yeah, I gotta
Whatever
not
tears
cry.
I
Yeah,
cried, and that's it.
that's it. Yep. Now it's your turn to cry. So she played it like a thug. She's like, we ain't crying. But you don't know what she did when she closed that door.
Mm-hmm.
She just got tired of crying in front of you. For what?
now well, I don't know. If men cry in front of a female, they think you are soft or weak. Yes,
Well,
Brett.
I'm not telling. That's what we said. We're not telling you to cry every 5 minutes.
Yeah. We're not telling you to cry while you watching
But
The
if we're
Notebook.
together 10 years, yeah, if I see you, if we're together 10 years and you never cried, something's not right. Either you're not comfortable enough with me or you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just depends. Like I think if I do cry in front of a woman again, it's definitely gonna be tears of joy. If I ever, and that would probably be like you said, closing the house. If I ever have a child, that maybe tears of joy kind of thing. But other
Yeah,
than that,
stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah. But
tears of joy.
as far as like leaving or nah, that's it's a wrap for that.
Until you found the right one. Just take a picture, send it to us when you be crying again, please.
See this on video.
We support you. We
Honestly,
support you, okay?
but now I'm thinking about it. That actually happened twice. It did happen twice. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking back on it because we actually did get back together after that, and we moved in together again. And then the same thing happened again,
Oh,
but
Lord.
it wasn't the bawling tear the second time. It was just as I'm bouncing, small little tears, but it wasn't. So
You didn't learn your lesson, is what you're saying.
what if he cried?
It's cute. I like that
He
movie.
shows humanity. That's good.
Yeah, it's cute. It's a cute movie. It's one of my faves.
There's nothing wrong with crying in the book.
You'll be crying in the rain on your knees like Ray J. Hey, listen, Steph. Ray J was the man. You're saying one wish. That's my song. I might listen to that later.
I had one wish. She's crazy.
That was my man's hit.
That's too late. That's not the right kind of crying, though. Too late.
But, the one wish cry.
Yeah, he probably cheated on her several times. Now he want to cry in the rain.
Yo, I always wanted to make a video doing it. I think I'm gonna do it. That's like one of my life goals, like to make an actual video in the rain.
You do that.
I'm gonna do it.
Carl Thomas.
Oh, Carl Thomas did, yeah. I remember when I was in a dance company and we did this video, and we were supposed to. They actually, because the day we were supposed to shoot, it was supposed to rain. It was like, hey, if it rains, are you still down to do it? I'm like, absolutely. That shot gonna be fire. It actually didn't rain. I was kind of upset a little bit, but I was like, we still went with it. But yeah. All right. So next topic. Oh wait, we got another comment. Oh, Steph's just laughing. All right. So next comment. Since sex has gotten easier, has love gotten harder to find?
Yes, I think so.
Elaborate.
No, I don't know. No,
Well,
I don't
so
know.
I think when you're in the
I
dating
get what you're
field,
saying.
I think in the dating field, it's kind of like it's expected because everyone else is doing it so freely or whatever, and then so in the beginning you're having sex and whatnot, so that's what you base your relationship on. You can end up having a good foundation, but
Right.
a lot of times when you just base your relationship on just sex, there's nothing really to fall on when you run
It
into
doesn't
trouble.
last.
When you
You're
run
right.
into trouble, you think that
You're
sex
right.
is gonna fix it, and you think, oh, we're good, but you're not really good because you didn't communicate what the issues are and stuff like that.
Hmm.
The dating world is so much harder now.
It is. It definitely is.
Different. I mean, especially with COVID, but you know.
Right. What do you
Yeah.
think,
I guess it all depends on what you're looking for. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I'm a lover, so I don't know. I love love. It's beautiful. I
But
mean, no, I don't know.
it's for the right person, you're absolutely right. It is beautiful. I'm not even going to. I think, oh, hold on. We have a comment. All right.
Okay.
So Craig said, love hasn't gotten
Oh.
harder to find. If sex is easier, you can weed out one of the ones that are for sex and the ones that are there for more.
Okay.
Okay. That kind of makes sense.
That makes sense. Cause yeah, if he's there for sex, then you got the wrong person. You can tell, like you said.
So what if you're having sex with somebody and you're falling for that person, but you feel that person doesn't want more? You end up leaving, not realizing that you can have that conversation with that person and end up being with that person.
So maybe you should definitely have conversations, communicate before you leave, and just say, "What are we doing? Are we just having sex? Because if that's what we're
because
doing,
in
I'm
the
not trying to do
beginning,
that."
some people are like, you know what, this is just sex. But then y'all hanging out.
Yeah, people
y'all
play
going to
their stuff
dinner.
and they say that. Yeah, I don't never believe that. I just want sex. I'm good with
Just
that. No,
want
you're
sex.
not.
And then y'all hanging
No,
out.
you're not.
And all that other good stuff.
Then you follow him and he's like, I'm out with my boys, and you said no, but it's just sex. What's the problem? No. I don't believe that. I think most people want love, and they just settle for sex, and they tell themselves, "Oh, I just want sex," but you want love. Who don't want to be loved?
Which is true. So I kind of agree with it to a certain extent. And the reason being is this. So as a guy, that's not speaking from the guy's perspective. You know, early on dating years ago, women weren't as open to sex as they are now. So in order to even get to the sex part of it, you have to get to know them, and you know the whole shebang. And and it was still going to the deep relationship where some people now, you know what I'm saying, you may get sex on the first night, you may get it the first week, 2 weeks, first month, or whatever. So it's a lot more accessible now than it was then. So and now since women are so bold, like yo, I don't want sex, I'm good.
Standards have changed. Yes.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Standards have changed.
So it's just like, damn, all right. So, because before, a lot of women are, nah, I want a relationship. Now women is just like, you know what, I just want sex. I'm good. I don't want none of that. So now for guys, like, damn, all right, well, I'm looking for a relationship. But, you want sex. All right, well, I guess. So
maybe it's a defense mechanism for her not to get hurt. Maybe she really does want to be with you, and sex is just the way to get to you or close to you, and then
which is true, and I do agree with you, Steph. Like as far as
then you give her that good shit, and she's like, "Oh, I'm in love."
Yeah, exactly. And then she in love, and you talking about I'm just having sex. So y'all in two different places.
Yeah.
Right.
In the same relationship in two different spots. That's crazy. You gotta communicate.
Absolutely, and it's sad because I'm not even going there. I'm not gonna go there, but yeah, but yeah. But at the same time,
go there. Do
Go
it.
All right, I'm gonna go there in a second. So all right. So before I go there, I agree with you, Steph. Like, so it could essentially start off with just wanting, you know, sex, but then at spending time together, hanging out. Then you get to be around this person, then
If
feel
it's
the
just
drug in the.
sex, y'all should not be hanging out together. Like going to dinner, going to the
No.
movies, talking on the phone. The only way you should be communicating is, "Yo, come over," or "Can I go over?" That's it.
Yes, y'all.
Yeah, but
Send a
it's
picture of the eggplant, and that's it.
right. But now let's just say that's the only person you messing with, and you want to go out. I mean, you're gonna just like, all right, well let's go hang out.
Friends? You don't got friends?
I mean, they probably do, but they probably don't have friends to that extent of wanting to do that. So you just never know. I guess every situation is different. But yeah, I think to a certain extent, I like you said, I think with women putting up this wall that they don't want to let down or let nobody get through, and them saying like, all right, I'll give you sex, but I'm not giving you my heart because I've given my heart to so many people and you've been hurt, so I'm not doing it again. So I think that's also what it could be. But yeah.
And I think that's so sad and unfortunate.
Right. All right. So I have a video for you guys. I want to get your take on it. All right, hold on. Wait 1 second. Why can't you go out as friends and still have sex? Says Craig Matthews. I agree.
You gotta set the boundaries. You can't. So y'all hanging out as friends. Y'all having sex. But what if she finds someone that she's interested in? Are you gonna be okay with it? But what if you're catching feelings for this person? What if she's cool as shit and you be like, yo, I can rock with you more than just the sexual shit?
Which is true.
And what's the rule? If we go out and we just having sex and I see somebody else at the bar I want, do I get to talk to them?
Can I get to leave with them if I want to leave with them?
Yeah, what's the problem? I mean, we gotta have rules, and it gets all sticky, and we just fucking. But you mad? What you mad for?
In the corner, mad by yourself.
Yeah. So
yeah, I agree because I'm not gonna hold you. Like if in my mind it's just sex, but I'm starting to catch feelings for you, whatever the case is, and we go out and you bounce somebody, I'm pissed. Like, oh, this is what we doing?
Exactly. I'm still text you the eggplant later. You know your role, right?
I ain't gonna come up with a petty eggplant just on some attitude. Oh, what's that?
I'm just saying.
That's funny. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys a video. Let me know your take on this.
Issue with this, like our visions aren't the same, aren't in alignment. My vision is that you, me, and Zion are living together. We all happy, we're good. And your vision doesn't include Zion. It's me and you. Mm-hmm. My son's name is Zion. He's 12 years old. He lives in North Carolina with his mom. The biggest hurdle is just how we're going to include my son in our life. If we can get past that, I feel that I will be eventually ready to propose.
This year.
Eventually. Do you feel like you can change your vision a little bit?
Zion is going to need you in his life as a boy, growing into a man. And we need to really get more serious with what that looks like. I do worry that Mike and I's relationship will change if his son moves in, because is that relationship still going to be fun? Are we still going to be traveling as much and connecting as much as we do right now? I just don't want a kid living with me. That's just where I stand with it. What is actually going to change in our relationship? And that'll let me be able to decide where I want to go next.
Honestly, I don't think about that. I just think when it happens, it'll be fine.
You can't think that. What would you say if I said that Zion moving in is a deal breaker?
I have to choose him. Like it wouldn't be right for me to not choose him for a package deal.
So if I can't accept Zion moving in,
We have to break
we're
up.
done.
We have to.
Of course, as a woman with no children, I really don't understand the love for a child. So when Mike said I have to choose my child over you, it kind of stings a little bit because it's always been me and Mike since we first met.
In my mind, I think you should just love him.
But he's not.
I know he's not yours. I know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just hard for me to separate that sometimes.
And we're not married.
I understand.
So I really have zero connection.
Just give it a little bit of time. I don't think it's gonna take a lot of time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you can't say we don't have a lot of time.
because of your timeline,
Our timeline.
that's your timeline.
I'm deeply in love with that. But at the same time, my son comes first. My son comes first over me. So if we can't find common ground there, then I'm gonna have to make a very tough decision.
I want us to get to marriage and be happy.
You spoke about your son and you stressed the importance of having him live with you. How'd that go?
It's like we've had this conversation before.
It's always been my dream for my son to live with me.
This is the first time we have lived together, and then he's come for the summer. But unless I'm saying something wrong, like I feel like that was a good experience for you.
Yeah. He was a good kid. You know, he was easy to get along with, but it was different. It was somebody always there when I'm used to it just being me and him.
Well. Huge double standards. Because
Can't hear me. She's selfish.
definitely. Because I'm not going. Every woman that I know with kids, once the guy tells the woman that he's not going to accept the kids, it's a wrap. There's no further discussion. But he tell her like, yo, we can get used to it. It'll take time, and she's like, no.
I had no respect for him either. I'm like,
Yeah,
kick her to the curb. Because her bottom line is she want a ring, so she'll say anything to be like, yeah, I'll deal with your kid just to get that ring. She don't like a kid because it would have been more like open. She was just not warm at all. She's like, no kids. That's your kid. I watched the girl. I was just thrown back. I was just like, dang. She was not into it. She was like, y'all can get an Airbnb and stay, and I'll stay home. I was just like, it could never work. He was really nice. It wouldn't have never been me and her. Period. She was very selfish.
I just don't understand. Like, if you don't want kids, you shouldn't date a man that has kids. And you should never ask a man like to choose. I don't know who you think you are with asking a man to choose between you and their child. It would be different if he cheated and had a child, but even still, a grown-ass woman would not ask a man to not be with his, be in his child's life, to be with you, to choose you. Like, what the?
Then I feel like when the grandparents, like the mom watches that, how would they feel? Like, oh, she didn't want my kid at first. Like, it just could never. Because you can tell me you were so closed off, and now you're like, oh, okay, we can have them. No. Yeah. What changed your mind? That no counseling and nothing. That was in you. She was serious.
I would not send my child to live with his dad because of her.
Exactly, because of her. She don't really want him there. She said it several times.
Right. She even said, she was like, it was different. Like, I'm used to me and him, and his son is there, so I'm just not used to this extra person always being there. Like, damn, like
a person, it's a kid. Yeah, that. No. And why didn't he bring her? It's a no for me. I was just like, we would have to break up because I shouldn't have to beg you or have a conversation about my child. Yeah, she should have went. I'm curious to know if they're gonna be together because that's
I mean, it's an important conversation to have, because they live together.
In the beginning,
bringing his kid, but for her to react that way, you knew he had a kid, so you knew eventually, one, the kid is gonna come and spend holidays, summer, and the conversation is gonna come eventually for him to go and live with you.
Right.
She's just more focused about getting the ring because she said by this year, so she's worried about her timeline, but she ain't giving him kids, so there ain't no timeline.
Nope. Exactly.
But I think men make the mistake also when a woman says she does not want kids, they think they can change her mind.
Come on, yep.
And that's what happened with this girl from what's that show? Jeez, what the hell is that show? The Real, right?
Okay.
The Asian one. What's her name?
Oh,
Her husband wanted
she
kids
with
and she
Jeezy?
said no.
Was she with Jeezy?
She's with Jeezy now.
And she her boyfriend before wanted kids or
Her
something?
husband before wanted kids and they got
Oh,
divorced.
I didn't know that. But she didn't
Mhm.
want them.
She didn't
It would
want
be
kids.
funny if she had some
And-
kids now. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. But when they first started, she didn't want kids, he didn't want kids, and then eventually he changed and thought he could change her mind.
He tried to
she's like,
press, yeah.
if kids is really what you want, and they ended up getting divorced. He remarried or something like that and has a kid. And she was strong about it. She's like, I didn't want kids. You knew I didn't want kids. I'm not gonna change my mind. And if you want to go, go. And he left.
Go.
But a lot of people's mindset too, like they kind of like, and even vice versa. Like if a woman wants kids and the guy's like, no, I don't want kids. A lot of people feel like in a relationship, they feel like when you're in a relationship, the person will change their mind, or love will be like, all right, well, let me go ahead and do this. And I mean, sometimes it does happen like that, and sometimes it don't. So if that's what you feel, I mean, you have to take that risk and find out. To be honest with you, because you just don't know how that how that person's gonna react to you at that stage.
I agree.
But kids are serious things. So if someone says, "Hey, I don't want kids. I don't think I want kids," it's easy for men to say, "Oh, I want kids. I want my legacy to continue," but not realizing that, like, yeah, a woman is willing to make that sacrifice to make you happy. But she's probably gonna be miserable as shit. She don't want kids. She don't see herself as a mother, and you can't really make that girl be a mother. She may end up being a mother to make you happy because she doesn't want to start over, or she doesn't want to lose you, and she loves you enough to give you a kid. But what a lot of people don't realize is that both your lives change completely when you have kids. It's not, and a lot of times it's the woman. Why? Because she's staying home now, because you make the most money, so it's understandable for you to continue to work instead of you being a stay-at-home dad, which most guys probably would not want to do, be a stay-at-home dad. And then you don't realize, like, the mental health that the mental health issues that come with being a parent. It happens to men too, because they don't know how to adjust to be, they have to adjust to being fathers. But it's women don't have the option to say, all right, my kid, well, after the kids grow up, the kid may say, you know what, I want to go live with my dad. Right? But women don't have the option to say, yeah, my kid is going to go live. My kid is going to go live with such, so-and-so, and I'm going to live my life.
Yeah.
I mean, some women do.
That is a double standard there, because they'll be frowned upon. They're like, oh, she gave her kid up. What kind of mother ever get a kid up?
Man.
And one is tired. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that it's a bad thing.
Right. And it's crazy because 90% of people who have kids, if the father, 90% of the time of a couple that don't stay together, the father's the one that disappears and leaves, and the mother is stuck with the child. There's only maybe 10% where it's the reverse, where the mother dips off and the father keeps the child. But 90% of the time, I would say 95% of the time, the mother is, stuck with the kid, and she's taking care and providing for the kid. So so the mother's life definitely changes more so than the guys. And that's what I believe.
There's guys that don't even want to pay child support to help.
Which is true.
Exactly.
So they work. If they gotta work off the books, they'll work off the books. Why? Because they don't want that 17% to come out their check.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
So.
Which is crazy within itself.
But sometimes a woman feels like her kid is gonna change the guy.
Yeah.
And they end up being alone.
Yeah, some people do that.
Or the guy feels, oh, I'm gonna change her because she have a kid, and they don't play out the way they think is gonna
No.
play out. You know?
Exactly. Never have a kid to trap somebody. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely, because you'll be the one.
Definitely not a good idea. You'll be the one holding the bucket. So
But right by yourself, and you have attitude,
yep.
and
And at that point, you can't blame nobody but yourself.
right, which is very true. All right, so name something that all couples should do together.
Everything. No, I'm just joking.
Everything.
You definitely should travel.
Okay.
Pray.
Yeah.
I went to I was in Spain and I saw this guy on the beach reading. Like, they do stuff totally different now. He was reading to his wife or girlfriend on the beach. I think men should read to women. It was so sexy.
That's different.
Like, she was there, so she was unbothered. Like, she was just laying there and he was like reading, and I was just like, I need to take this back to America because y'all are not reading books to women on the beach.
Well, so all right. So now that same scenario, you want to
Guys
be
ain't even reading books. Some guys aren't even reading books at all.
exactly. So Jess, you on the beach?
Exactly.
You lay on the beach, you chilling.
Yes.
Your boyfriend's
Yes.
reading, but he's like the cat. You gonna be like, all right, listen, just stop reading.
I'm gonna say, make a story up then. Make something up, because I don't know. Put it in your ear and tell me what they're saying. I want you to read to me. I think it's sexy.
Create a story on the spot.
Yes, but yeah. What do you think, Jermaine?
I definitely think that I definitely think they should travel. I think honestly, like
Travel is everything.
I'm still on the phase. Well, I guess since I missed that phase, I kind of want to go back. I don't know if it's still a trend. Let me know. But I'm still into sort of matching to a certain extent with your partner.
No.
No, I'm not saying wear the same outfit.
No, like maybe if you got Nike sweat and we traveling, we could wear Nike sweats. They ain't got to match. We both might have Nike on, but I'm not wearing a shirt that says his and hers. Never.
Oh no, not that kind of matching. So
I belong to him
with the finger.
with the finger.
And if he's on the wrong
No.
side, the wrong guy, and he'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
no, hold on, switch sides, baby."
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, if you buying like the same pair of sneakers is cool, but to wear like the same like color scheme and stuff, unless we doing like pictures, but we go to the mall.
Yeah, I mean,
what you mean matching? Like you mean like matching like she said, we buy the same exact outfit and wear it the same exact day. That's
Nah,
what I mean.
alright.
But like shoes are wearing the same colors. Like I do want to match or be in the same colors. So if you're wearing like browns and stuff, I don't want to come out there and like blues
Unless
or
you go to a
go against what
wedding.
you're wearing.
Unless you're going to a wedding,
Yeah.
an event where you have your suit is one color, the dress is one color, then I understand that.
Yeah, you want to be
But-
so off.
Yeah.
all right. So here's one thing I do want to do, and hopefully I get to do it before it's all said and done. But I'm sure everybody's seen the movie Love and Basketball, right? So
Yeah.
it's Omar Epps and Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, I want to get those jerseys. You know what I'm saying? I wear the guy jersey. She wears the female. Matching sneakers. Now the pants is whatever, but at least the jersey and the sneakers will be the same.
Are we going to a football game or a basketball
Yeah,
game?
where y'all going?
I don't know. We can figure that part out, but I just want to do that at least.
Why?
If we're going somewhere like a game,
1990 or something?
yeah.
2000? Why? Why are we
don't
doing
know.
that? Why are we matching?
You better get when you have your baby.
Why
You
are we
can dress
wait,
your baby
why,
like or
why are
something,
we
but
focused on matching outfits and stuff? We need to match cars. We need to match businesses. We need to.
I mean,
yeah, there we go.
of course, matching cars is definitely hands down. But that whole jersey sneaker thing. Maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe I'm just.
Hit
So
the
maybe
upgrade button, boo. Hit it. Hit it. Hit the upgrade button, cause.
So maybe that's why.
It's just not our thing. Maybe people still do that stuff, but.
All right, so I guess I'll scratch it off my to-do list.
Unless you go to a game, that's it. If y'all going to a game, then that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're going to a game, that's cool.
Yeah, but I don't want to see y'all two walking in all jerseys and stuff on. Okay.
So what about a barbecue? A family barbecue? No? Only a game? Okay. All right, so we'll leave it at only a game. All right.
Yes, please.
Got you. All right. Let's see. All right, so let's get to the video that the whole world is talking about.
No, for piece of paper. Okay. If you think I'm reading this paper, let's get like this. Wake up, get changed, start this. You need to get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. Shut up. I did it. He just hung up the phone. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat? No, but
Wow. So it's funny because it was a comedian. I forgot the comedian's name, but he made a stand-up joke, and he said, as far as Kurt Franklin's music, he was like, "Yo, he's gonna slip up a curse one time," and he's like, "I'm waiting for it." He's like, Kurt, he's gonna be at the audience, he's gonna be at a concert, he's gonna be saying, "Yo, praise, praise, put your hands in the air, put your motherfucking hands in the air," and he's gonna slip. Yeah, so Kurt Franklin slipped. He got his wish. That's crazy.
Honestly,
I
I
don't
don't
see
care
anything
how
wrong with
old
it.
you are. I don't care how old you are. I need you to film how you disrespected your father. No matter how holy everybody may think anyone is, your kids will test your motherfucking gangster.
Yeah.
And he tested him, and he told them, "Don't fuck with me, because this is what's gonna happen." And
that's what he told him.
That's what he probably held his composure for so long. And he's like, "Oh, now you motherfucking testing me. I don't care how old you are." So
this ain't the first time. If he's 30, how old is he? 32?
32.
He's been a problem child probably for a long time. His daddy probably got money and been really good to him. And he's entitled. And he thought he could come to his dad's sideways. And he's human like anybody else. So if you never touch somebody and got to be a child, whoever, then good for you. But he's human, so I don't think nothing wrong with it. I mean, his cousin, what is his son? Cousin him first. He gave that man life.
Yeah, he reached for that one.
I don't see anything about it. Yeah, he was out of time. And then you gonna record him?
Right.
What he doing? Because his daddy's still not taking care of him?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, but at the same time, like you said,
yeah, he's probably upset. He need to grow up. You sitting there recording videos. Go get a job. Go do something with yourself.
Right, I agree.
He had a lot of time on his hand. I agree with Kurt Franklin. I think he was nice because he could have said a whole bunch more. I know I could have said a whole bunch more. So, he's not a pastor. He's a gospel singer, and I know people do way worse than that. There's pastors out here that do way worse than that. So, if we gonna crucify him, we got to crucify a lot of other people. First of all, none of us could crucify anybody because I know we all do something. Ain't nobody perfect, so
Right.
I'm gonna start giving people the Kirk Franklin cuss out.
Alright, so Greg Matthews said, if your child's an adult and he's being a bitch ass, call him a bitch ass. So
That's that Kirk Franklin, yes. It's
And
not like
I-
he a baby. He's not be mentally scarred. He'll be all right.
and I have a feeling that that's definitely going to be a trend. Like, you want to get the Kirk Franklin?
Exactly. He's real close to getting that Kirk Franklin. I'll start telling people.
I'm trying to find this video that I saw that I kind of want to share, but I can't find it, which sucks. Let's see. Why can't I find it? Crap. All right, we'll just talk about it because I can't find the video. So, interesting fact that I found out today. So, y'all know the song Make Me Better with Neo and Fabulous?
Mhm.
So, initially, that song was supposed to be for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But
I'm trying to find the rest of I was trying to find a video to get his exact words. 'Cause I didn't hear why they didn't take it. But that would have been that song probably would have been fire. Who posted? I can't think of her name either, which makes it worse. I can't think of this girl's name. The girl who posted it, but yeah, I was trying to find that video. I just can't find it at all. But yeah, so that would have been a dope song. I mean, even though the song is dope now, but just with Jay-Z and Beyonce behind it, and then just the thing about the hook and all that stuff, it would have been alright. You don't think so, Jess? We can hear you. Jess. Oh, she talking to us? Oh, probably not. No, we can't hear you.
Now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Oh, okay. What I said is that Jay-Z would do the rapping part, right? And Beyonce would be doing the chorus. It would be slower, I believe, right? The beat would have had to change. I can't imagine it.
You don't think so? No, the beat would probably been the same.
No, I don't see it.
I'm
glad it happened the way it did.
Yeah, I kind of do like Fab and Neo on it.
Yeah, love Fab.
I'm
You
so
make
mad.
me better. What's happening in the video you was trying to find?
Basically, he was explaining what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And how it came about. So basically, what he was saying was he was in the studio with Jay-Z, and he said that and Timbaland took the beat on, and they was listening to it, and then when he put the beat on, what happened to that? Beyonce came in and they was like, we need you to write a song to this ASAP. So he was like, all right, cool. So he said he started writing to it, and he saw Jay-Z and Beyonce in the corner cuddled up, and he was like, yo, this song will be fire. And that's all I heard. I didn't hear why they didn't do it or why. Because I don't know if y'all know that, like, the song Irreplaceable that Beyonce did, was Beyonce's song that Neo wrote.
Mm-hmm.
That's another song that was initially for Rihanna.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He wrote it for Rihanna initially, and Rihanna turned it down, and then Beyonce took it.
No, I'm trying to think. Okay.
Yep. And that song by Dru Hill, In My Bed,
Mm-hmm.
that was supposed to be for Usher, but he turned it down.
I know they wish they hadn't turned it down.
I know, right?
Because those are all bangers. They're all really good songs.
Right. And then a fun fact that I found out, 'cause I watched the Dru Hill documentary. Dru Hill didn't want to do it either. Because they was like, at the time, they're like, yo, who wants to make a song about you knowing your girl's cheating on you?
And it was a banger.
So, and he said he sung it from an anger. Like, he sung it with hatred and anger, and it came out crazy.
Oh, who's making all these songs? Neo?
Well, Neo wrote the Irreplaceable and Make Me Better. But I don't know who wrote In My Bed.
Oh, okay.
But Neo definitely let you know all the songs he wrote, from Let Me Love You to Mario's song.
Mm-hmm.
He constantly throws out, like, I wrote that. I'm like, okay, Neo, we get you.
I'm a singer/writer. Can do it everything.
Yeah, exactly. So
He's very talented, though.
yes, that's the man right there. All right, so with that being said, guess we'll go ahead and sign off. Had a great show. Thank you, T. Francis, CC, Brett Smalls, Steph, Craig Matthews. You guys definitely made the show live. Brett, I'll definitely reach out to you to see your availability if you would like to come on the show. Craig Matthews, I'll reach out to you as well. We love the guests. We love to interact with our fans. We're not above you guys, a little bit, but not too much. But
We need the fans. Without them, it would be no us.
absolutely, I completely agree. So yeah, I'll reach out to you guys, or you guys can reach out to me. Let me know your availability, and we will work some out.
Perfect.
So with that being said, I'm your host, Jay McMain. I'm trying to get up.
Your girl, stop.
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
What just happened?
And I'm Jess.
Right? And we will see you guys next Monday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Maybe 8 o'clock. Because we're always late.
Yeah, right around 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish. Just stay tuned around that time. Around there.
Yeah.
All right.